Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining this Study in Japan online university fair. My name is Ilona Sakaguchi, and I work here at the International Admissions Office at Nagoya University. Today, I would like to talk to you about the science and engineering subjects we have available in the G30 International Program. And after this presentation, my colleague, Mari Heims, will talk about the social science subjects. So if you're interested in those, then please stick around and also join Mari-san's presentation. After these two presentations, we will also upload the recordings onto YouTube. So if you wanna check out some of the information we gave here, then you can check them out on YouTube also later on. But let's get started with the first presentation. So today I would like to introduce you to Nagoya University and the different science and engineering subjects that we have available in the undergraduate program, as well as in the graduate program. After that, I will briefly go over the application process, and then I would like to introduce you to some of the career paths that students who have graduated from the science and engineering programs have taken. So you get a better idea of what kind of career you can have after graduating from Nagoya University. Good, but I wanted to start today's presentation with this quote, which goes, a scientist is not a person who gives the right answers. He's the one who asks the right questions. And this is something that we very much believe here at Nagoya University. Nagoya University is very famous for being a research-intensive university, and researchers from Nagoya University have been awarded 6 Nobel Prizes in the last 20 years, especially in the fields of physics and chemistry. And for example, the Nobel Prize for Physics was awarded for Dr. Isamu Akasaki and Dr. Hiroshi Amano for developing the blue LED light. And maybe you might be wondering, okay, what's so special about the blue LED light? But this is actually a huge discovery that completely revolutionized its own field and has made it possible to produce more environmentally friendly, energy efficient light sources. So this is a big physics discovery that actually affects the daily life of everybody here today. So in preparation for this presentation, I actually read the Nobel lecture given by Professor Hiroshi Amano in 2014. Here you can see a picture of Hiroshi Amano. By the way, he is still teaching at Nagoya University and doing research actively. So if you enter Nagoya University, then you might be lucky enough to join his lectures, and even if you're really good, then maybe join his research group. But this is what he said. He said, I would like to address younger researchers. When we achieved the LT buffer, I was 24 years old, master student. And when we first discovered the P-type gallium nitride, I was 28 years old. So I would like to see the younger generation attempting to tackle subjects which will greatly contribute to improving the quality of human lives. So I wanted to include this quote here because you can see that Professor Hiroshi Amano was actually quite young when he made his most important discoveries, only 24 and 28 years old. So what I want to tell you is that if you come to Nagoya University, you will have the infrastructure and the atmosphere around you to make the next great breakthrough even by yourself. Good. So let's talk a little bit about Nagoya University in general. So Nagoya University was founded in 1871. There are about 16,000 students, so it's a quite large university. We are one of the top national universities, one of the top 7 national universities in Japan. And as I mentioned, we are very research intensive university with 6 Nobel Prizes under our belt. And today I would actually like to talk to you about the G30 International Program, which started in 2011, which offers full degree program courses completely in English. And currently we have about 2,000 international students. So if you come to Nagoya University, you can feel confident that you will hopefully have Japanese friends, but you will also have a lot of international friends and hopefully also friends from your own country. And here in this picture, you can see some of our G30 students sitting on the lawn in front of the main building, the Toyota Auditorium. But let's take a look at our campus a bit more closely. So here you can actually see the Toyota Auditorium, and this is the lawn where the students were sitting. So this whole area here is the Higashiyama Campus. So you can see it's quite a large campus. It's a very nice, beautiful green campus. And there is a subway station just below the main campus. And you can reach the center of Nagoya and the main kind of shopping areas in about 20 to 30 minutes by subway. Then here you can see like a central library. One of the things I really like about our campus that it's green, as I said, but also there are a lot of nice sports facilities. So of course you guys joined this seminar because you are serious about furthering your education, but you might be also wondering, what about extracurricular activities, or can I continue some kind of hobby, some kind of sports that I'm already doing in my country? So that's something that is very much possible here in the Higashiyama campus. There's a swimming pool here and like a badminton courts and the kendo dojo and judo dojo. There are tennis courts here and so on. So there's a lot of opportunity for extracurricular activity. And it's actually also a nice way to get to know the Japanese student by joining one of the clubs at the university. Another thing of interest to you guys is probably about the dormitories. So the G30 first year student dormitory is located right here. So as you can see, it's very close by from the main campus. It's about a 10-minute walk from the dormitory to the campus. At the G30 dormitory, all students get their own private room with a small kitchen and a toilet. So it's nice, you get some privacy, but at the same time, you will be living with the other G30 students. So you kind of have friends and community around you. Then what about Nagoya City? Maybe not all of you have heard about Nagoya City, but it's actually the 4th largest city in Japan. It's located right here in the central part of Honshu. It's about 1.5 hours from Tokyo and 45 minutes from Osaka by the Shinkansen bullet train. So it's located in a very nice place. It's very convenient if you like to travel or you like to go like hiking in the mountains. Everything is kind of close by. It's a big industrial city. So, for example, here in this picture, you can see this is the central railway station at Nagoya. Nagoya is home to over 100 global companies, and it is the hub for the automobile, aerospace, and agricultural industries in Japan. There's about 95% employment rate. So that means that after graduating from Nagoya University, there's also a lot of opportunities for to pursue a career in Nagoya for a international person. Good. But let's look at some of the programs we have available in the G30 program. We have 10 undergraduate programs. So these are 4-year bachelor's degree programs, which are fully taught in English. There's the Japan in Asia Cultural Studies program. Then we have 2 social science programs, one in law, another one in economics. And then the rest of the programs are mainly science and engineering program. So we have 2 biological science programs, one in the School of Science and one at the School of Agricultural Sciences. There are 2 automotive engineering programs, one in mechanical engineering and another one in electrical, electronic, and information engineering. There is a physics program and also 2 chemistry programs, one at the School of Science and one at the School of Engineering. So unfortunately, today I don't have too much time to go into details about each of these programs, but I encourage you to go to our website, and there you can find the full curriculum and the full course list for each program. And especially for some of these programs where you have 2 programs, but at different kind of departments, I would encourage you to read the curriculum of each program carefully to see which program fits your interests more closely. For example, the chemistry program at the School of Science is focused more on like pure chemistry, whereas the chemistry program at the School of Engineering is focused more on applied chemistry. So there are some key differences between these programs. Good. But let's look at the general undergraduate curriculum for all of our G30 undergraduate programs. So when you enter the university and when you apply, there is no Japanese language requirement. All education will be done in English. However, we would like you to study Japanese at least during the first year. So during the first year, all G30 undergraduate students are required to participate in Japanese classes every morning from Monday to Friday. And this is just to give you a kind of basic understanding of Japanese so you can go about your daily life. Then during your first year, you will take some common basic courses at the Institute of Liberal Arts and Science. So basically, all G30 students will take kind of a selection of the same courses. So even if you enter to Nagoya University to study physics, then during the first year, you will need to study some other subjects as well, such as law or economics. And that's just to give you kind of a better, more well-rounded education. So just prepared to, you know, a bit study various things during your first year. Then, of course, you will also take a basic course in your own specialized major. In the second year, you can, first of all, you can continue your Japanese studies. And this is actually something that we recommend, especially if you're interested in having a bit more long-term career in Japan. And you also can continue taking some of the liberal arts courses, and but mostly during your first year, you start taking more of your own majors courses. Then in the third year, you continue with your own majors courses, and the science and engineering students also start taking laboratory courses. So this is important preparation for choosing your kind of final research group during your 4th year. And quite a few of the science and engineering programs do kind of a lab rotation where the undergraduate students will join each lab in that major to kind of learn about the kind of research they are doing and if that might be kind of a good fit for them. And after trying kind of all of the different research groups, then at the end of the 3rd year, you choose the one you want to enter. And during your 4th year, you will do your own kind of original research project there and write your thesis. So that's the basic curriculum for the undergraduate students. Of course, Nagoya University also has 12 graduate programs, and so quite a few of the undergraduate programs also you can continue from the undergraduate program to the graduate program. So for example, you can get also a master's degree in automotive engineering. But there are also some graduate school programs available at Nagoya University that are not available at the undergraduate level. So for example, you can enter the Earth and Environmental Science course for master or PhD. Actually, I personally did my PhD in geology here in the Graduate School of Environmental Studies. Then we also have civil and environmental engineering available for masters and PhD. Then we have linguistics and cultural studies. I think Marisan will talk a little bit more about this in the second presentation. And then finally, we also have a Master of Public Health program at the School of Medicine, as well as a PhD option available in medical science at the School of Medicine. So we get a lot of inquiries about studying medicine at Nagoya University. And unfortunately, we don't have an undergraduate program for medicine, but you can do a master's or PhD at the School of Medicine. Yes. So again, if you're interested in one of these programs available here, then please go to our website and check out the detailed curriculum and course list there to get a better idea of what each program entails. Good. Yeah, just a few words about the research environment. So as I mentioned before, I actually graduated from Nagoya University. I did a PhD in geology. And what I can say about the research environment is that the facilities are very high quality. So I was very impressed when I came. I'm originally from Finland. I studied at Helsinki University, but I was very impressed when I came to Nagoya University that like my research group had all the expensive machinery, everything that is needed to pursue research in geology to the highest possible degree. So of course, to produce as many Nobel Prize winners as we have, you need really good research facilities. And Nagoya University is also a very research-intensive environment. So people take their research very seriously, are very passionate about it. And you can have 24-hour access to the lab. You can go all in for your research. So that was really great. One of the things that was a really good experience for me is that my professor and my research group sent us to participate in every year in several domestic and international conferences. So I got a lot of like good experience through participating in a lot of conferences and things like that. Then another thing which I think is really important and maybe is not talked about enough is the supportive atmosphere that we have for research at Nagoya University. So here you can see a picture of my own research group. Here are my two professors and all of my friends at the lab. I felt that the research group, at least where I studied, was very inclusive and welcoming, and everybody kind of worked together to kind of produce the best possible research. And I really felt like my research group was like a family to me. So that's something that I think is really important when you're doing research, and something that you can find here at Nagoya University. Okay, so now that I've convinced you that you should come and do research at Nagoya University, let's talk a little bit about the admissions process. So the admissions process is a bit different between the undergraduate program and the graduate programs. So again, please check out our website for the details of how to apply to each program. But the basic steps are the same. So you can apply online through our online application system. It's called TSense. The undergraduate program has 2 rounds of applications between kind of November and January. And the graduate program has 1 main application round in January, and then a rolling applications round later in the spring, if there are places which were not kind of filled during the first application round. You, of course, have to pay a small application fee. It's about 5,000 yen. That's about $35 to $40, maybe American. And then once you have submitted your application, then your application will go through a primary screening process where us at the International Admissions Office and the professor at the departments will read your application. And if they think that your application looks promising, then you might be invited to take part in an online interview. So the online interview for science and engineering programs is 45 minutes long. And there will be some basic questions why you're interested to apply to Nagoya University and what kind of research you are interested in. But at least the undergraduate interviews, you also have to solve some mathematics, physics, or chemistry questions during the interview. So this is something that hopefully, or I want you to prepare if you want to apply to Nagoya University. It's something that a bit comes as a surprise to some of our applicants. But basically what happens is that in the science and engineering majors, the professors will give you some kind of like a physics or mathematics problem during the interview, and then you have to calculate live in front of the professors, and then show your answers to the camera during the interview, and then talk about how you made the calculation and kind of show that you understand the mathematical concepts deeply. So this is something that I want everybody to prepare for. We have some materials on our websites you can check out. And if you're invited to an interview, then I recommend you to go over the material and practice a little bit. So yeah, that's just something I wanted to kind of let you know about. Then the admission offer will come in March or May, kind of during that time, depending on during which round and which program you applied to. And then the semester will start always in October. So the G30 program follows kind of the international schedule. Most universities in Japan start their semester from April but we try to make it kind of convenient and easy for international students. So we start our program from October. Good. Excuse me. Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the application requirements. So, of course, you need to meet the eligibility requirements. You can check out our website for the details for that. For the undergraduate program, that basically just means that you have graduated from high school and have enough English ability. And for the graduate school programs, of course, you have to have either a master's or a bachelor's degree before you enter the graduate programs. But yeah, more details on that you can find here on our website. Then you need to submit some documents to us through our online application portal. So first of all, you need to submit a proof of graduation. So that means either a high school graduation diploma or prospective high school graduation diploma if you have not graduated yet officially. Then we ask you to submit your school transcripts and also 2 essays. And one of the essays is kind of a motivational essay, why you want to apply to Nagoya University. And then the second essay is specific to the major you're applying to. So each year, each subject asks you to answer a different question that has something to do with the program you're applying to. So the questions will be probably updated on our website sometime in September, October. Then we ask you to submit 2 recommendation letters. Then you need to submit English exam results if you are not a native speaker or if you didn't receive your schooling in English. And this is just to make sure that you have the necessary English ability to take our courses. Then finally, this is not something that is mandatory, but we do recommend you to submit some form of standardized test results. So things like SAT or ACT results, if you're taking some AP classes, something like that, which will help us to kind of get a better idea of your abilities compared to some other students. But yeah, again, I don't have too much time to go into the details today. So if you're interested, then check out our website for more details. For the graduate school students, there are some similarities with the application process, but there's one major difference, which is you need to contact your potential supervisor before you apply to their program. So before you apply to Nagoya University, then I want you to check out our website. Here you can see the QR code to the page which shows the different research groups that accept G30 students. So you can go through this list. You can see it's by kind of by research topic. And when you find a research group which does the kind of research you are interested in doing, then please email the professor and ask if they would let you in their research group. So this is something that you need to do before the application. And something that perhaps you need to know is that sometimes the research groups might not have space for you. So in that case, the professor will tell you, I'm sorry, but our research group is already full. And in that case, you can take a look at the list again and see if there's another research group that is doing research that fits your interests. So this is important step for the graduate school applicants. Now, a few words about tuition and scholarship. So tuition for both the undergraduate and graduate students is 535,800 yen per year, which is about $3,500 American dollars. And you can see if you compare the Nagoya University tuition to the average tuition that an international student has to pay either at the United Kingdom or in the United States, then you can see that our tuition is actually quite reasonable. And the reason why we can somehow keep our tuition so low is the fact that we are a national university. So Japanese government is supporting us. Also, currently, yen is quite weak, so it's quite affordable to come from abroad. And also, the Nagoya University doesn't discriminate between international students and Japanese students. So both international students and Japanese students pay the same tuition. And that's why you can see that there is such a big gap between us and some of the other major destinations for international students. But in addition to this, actually about 50% of undergraduate students received a full scholarship in 2023, so this year. So you can see in this graph, about, I think it was 29% got the G30 undergraduate scholarship. And then about 17% of students were awarded the mixed scholarship. And then there are a few students who got some other big private scholarship. Then about 50% of our students this year are privately funded, but that doesn't mean that they necessarily pay the full tuition. We also have tuition waiver programs available at the university, and students can also apply for other outside scholarships. Like, for example, there is the Rotary Scholarship, or there is a Meitetsu Scholarship that is available here in Nagoya. So yeah, most students, they get some kind of financial support from some other source as well. So if you're interested in learning about the different undergraduate scholarship opportunities, then you can scan this QR code here. It will lead out to our website with more information. Of course, graduate students also have their own scholarships. So again, there's a QR code here where you can scan, and it will take you to this PDF, which lists all the different scholarship opportunities for graduate students. And graduate students are quite often also hired by the university to work as teaching assistants in the classes or research assistants in the labs. So in addition to scholarship, there's also a lot of kind of job opportunity to kind of start developing your career at Nagoya University. And that's actually something I did a lot personally. So which somehow led me to also get this job I'm doing currently. But yeah, you can check out the details through this QR code here. Good. Okay, so now you kind of have a basic idea of what it might be like studying at Nagoya University. But how about after? What about after graduation? So in the next few slides, I would like to introduce to some of the career paths that some of our science and engineering students have had after graduating from Nagoya University. So actually, most of our students continue into graduate school after completing their bachelor's degree. And quite a few of our students continue in research And lately, in the past few years, maybe past 4 or 5 years, there has been a very strong trend of graduating from the undergraduate program and then applying to quite top-level universities abroad. So, for example, one of our students continued to the theoretical physics master's program at the University of Oxford. Another one went on to study statistical mechanics in chemistry and biophysics at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Then several of our students have continued to study physics at ETH, which is a very famous university in Switzerland. And then currently also one of our chemistry engineering graduates is doing their postdoctoral fellow in chemistry and chemical biology at Harvard University. So this is just a small selection of our students' kind of career paths after graduating from Nagoya University. But you can somehow get the idea that after graduation, you can completely pursue science at the very highest level. Then, of course, some of our graduates continue in companies, and a lot of the automotive engineering graduates go on to work for the big car manufacturers, excuse me, such as Suzuki or Tesla or Honda. And some of our chemistry graduates have gone on to work for some cosmetics companies such as Shiseido. There are also quite a few of our students who continue into kind of consulting companies in Japan. So yeah, there's also a lot of opportunity if you decide not to pursue research, but you want to enter the working life in a company. Then finally, before the end of this presentation, I wanted to share this alumni story with you. This is something I just heard about recently, but one of our chemistry graduates who graduated Nagoya University in 2021, he recently won a very prestigious $67,000 fellowship for antibiotics research in United States. And Mr. Nyan Xuan Bak, I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce the name correctly, but he is one of our very top graduates. And after he graduated from the G30 program, he actually applied to several different PhD programs internationally, and he was accepted to 7 different PhD programs, which were fully funded, including a PhD program in Harvard University, Cornell University, Oxford University in UK. And finally, he decided to pursue his research in Duke University in the United States. So in a very real sense, you can see from this example that if you come to Nagoya University, then in just a few short years, this could be also you. Hopefully, you will also be making this kind of groundbreaking research after leaving Nagoya University. But I think that's it from me for today. I hope I have given you some good information about what it might be like studying at Nagoya University, and also what kind of opportunities you can have after your graduation. So you can find out how to apply, and also you can find out all the other information that I linked throughout this presentation on our website. You can contact us by email Here is our email address in the bottom right there. You can also follow us on social media. We have a Facebook and Instagram, and also a YouTube account with lots of more information and kind of student testimonials that you can watch and check out if Nagoya University might be the right choice for you. But anyways, thank you so much for listening, and yeah, please stick around to listen to Marisan's presentation on social sciences. So thank you so much for today.